Hello everyone, this is Cybertronian Beast, and let's talk Transformers. Today we're going to take a look at an oldie, but a goodie. This is Generation 1 Wheeljack. This is classic Transformers. Wheeljack only recently got redone in Generations, and if so facto in Dark of the Moon through the Q mold. But really it's the Generations mold that really looks like Wheeljack, and we'll take a look at a comparison later. But this is Wheeljack the way he's meant to be seen. Let's take a look at his transformation, shall we? So what I've always done was I always pop the legs out first, fold them down, and split them. And your legs, that's G1 legs. I don't know, there's lots of figures that have that type of leg. Off the top of my head I can think of Jazz, Smokescreen, Red Alert, obviously in the same vein, Sideswipe and Sunstreaker, Prowl, and Blue Streak. I think that's all that comes to mind right now. All have the same type of leg. You just split either the front or the back and fold it down. Nothing actually comes apart. It's still joined in there by the metal rods. So it does look like legs, but can't actually pose anything. There's no joints in there. So there's no waist joint, there's no ankle joint, there's no knee joint. Moving on to another bit of transformation, we got the next part, which is basically the essential next piece of transformation, is the arms. Can't really do anything else unless you do the arms next. So we'll pull them out. Actually, I'm going to move these. So let's do that. There we go, there's one. And two. You just pull them out of their little socket and you twist them down. Now, some people take these fins off. I've decided to keep them on. I just twist them around so they face down and kind of fall in behind the hands like that, and they swing around and the hands are done. Let's fix the legs again. This is the head. It's located back here. Twist it, head's done. Something that's one of the most easily broken pieces is this chest bit. I am looking for another one for my Wheeljack here because mine is cracked. There's a giant crack in it from there all the way to the front. So I wasn't able to find one at TFCon, but I'll keep looking. Another piece that transforms, and it's not in the transformation, are these side doors. They do flop down, and I mean, if you really wanted to, you could do that, but it hinders the motion, and it's not actually part of anything. So it's like it was just kind of thrown in there as a part of the transformation, or as an optional transformation piece, but not actually used. So interesting little factoid. And then the last piece is on the back here. He's got these little wings, and you just drop them down about 45-degree angle for both, and those are done. The last bit is Wheeljack's weaponry. Now, Wheeljack doesn't actually have a gun. He doesn't have a hand that'll hold it. His hands are solid. They're just, he won't actually hold a gun. So what they did was something very popular back in the G1 era, was they gave everybody rocket launchers, and this is Wheeljack's rocket launcher. So they strap onto these shoulder bars. There's one, and two. Now in the show, I recall Wheeljack having a single shoulder rocket, not two, but he came with two, so they used two. And these are his missiles. Something easily lost, but yeah, they just kind of click in there, and your Wheeljack is done. Not a lot to Wheeljack. Very simple transformation, but a classic must-have for any G1 fan. Let's see here. See if we can get him to stand any other way. Nope. He's going to lean forward. Wheeljack likes to lean forward. So, yeah, that's Wheeljack there. Let's get the Generations Wheeljack out. Do a little comparison. Alright, so here is Generations Wheeljack next to Generation 1 Wheeljack. There is a significant size difference. You can't beat the original, but the Generations Wheeljack definitely does keep all the facets of the original in mind. You've got the wings and a rocket boost or a rocket launcher, which, like I mentioned, I'm pretty sure Wheeljack in the show only had one. And the paint scheme on Generations Wheeljack is very good. But yeah, we're not talking about Generations Wheeljack right now. We're talking about Generation 1 Wheeljack. So get out of the way. Generation 1 Wheeljack, as I mentioned, has almost no articulation. His arms move, basically. Due to the rocket launchers now, he gets maybe 70 degrees. His hands, due to transformation, you get a wrist joint that's kind of like that. It's not, you can't do anything with it. But his head turns due to transformation. So you can get him to turn it 360 degrees if you wanted to. But yeah, that's G1 for you. You can't knock it because it's 80s, 84. And I think this figure actually was designed before 84. But yeah, you can't really complain too much about its capabilities because it really is a very old design. If you want something with more articulation, there you go. That's your option. But yeah, Generation 1 Wheeljack, it's a great figure. He looks fabulous in his car mode. He looks decent in his robot mode. The face is what makes it. The face sculpt on Generation 1 Wheeljack is perfect to what it was in the show. And yeah, that's all I have to say about him. Anyway, this is Cybertronian Beast, saying I'll talk to you later.